Hi, I'm Juice Ortiz and welcome to Funding Juicy Solutions. If you're looking to get into a home and you're trying to think of creative ideas of what you could do, consider a duplex. Remember, anytime you go to get a loan for a home, a conventional loan or a standard loan, you're going to be looking at your personal debt to income ratio. So you're going to take your income amount and put it up against how much debt you have. And that's going to qualify you on how much money you're allowed to borrow. So say you're going to borrow $250,000 on a 30-year term, you might be at maybe $1,500 a month mortgage. And so if you only make $3,000 a month, that's 50% just in the house. So if your debt is too high, the bank is also going to consider that you also have to pay for gas to get to your job. You have to pay for food. You have to pay for all these other expenses that come along. So your debt to income can only be so high. Now, say 250 is not enough for a home or a neighborhood that you want to get into. I was talking with a realtor regarding a client that we were trying to help recently who we got into a townhome. However, what about a duplex where she could rent the other half? That's a great idea. Now, keep in mind, you're going to have reserves to buy that home, because if you're going to buy it on the premises that you're going to rent the other half out, so that you can include the rental income from that half into your debt to income ratio, you have to have enough reserves to cover that portion of the mortgage if it's not going to be rented, if it's going to be vacant. So keep that in mind. You need to have cash to do it, but that's a great scenario where in this case, we could qualify for 250, 230, and it was kind of tough finding a home at that time. However, once we added in $1,300 a month rental income from the other half of the duplex, a potential duplex, now all of a sudden we're looking at a $450,000 or $500,000 house, simply because we were adding that income in to the debt to income ratio. So if you're looking for a place to buy and you're trying to think of creative ideas and you have the cash to do so, consider a duplex. Remember, whatever your situation, there's a juicy solution waiting for you. There's all sorts of options out there that might be able to help you in your situation. And if you still can't get into a mortgage, you know what? We can game plan down the road and say, look, if you were to set aside this amount of money every month for the next year, maybe even 2 years, well, come that time, you will be able to afford this much house. So something to consider. Hope you have a good day.